Alright, because the first one was quite popular, we're making a part 2. This video will be me ranking rainbow fauna on how dangerous they would be to humanity. But the scaling system is we'll have 20 of our selected creature, and they'll be put in the area of their best interest. So for example, vultures will be in the mountains and scavengers will be in the jungle, a bit like, you know, in the Brazilian jungle or any other jungles out there, like some in Africa and all that. And yes, the video will just be me ranking them from a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being like literally nothing, like there's no danger whatsoever, and 10 being like complete, you know, the society will be over. There'll be nothing left. Everything will be destroyed. It'll be like the equivalent of dropping a nuclear bomb in every like major city in on every you know country and continent. So yeah, that'll be our scaling system. And also to better visualize it, I forgot to mention this in the previous video, but I was supposed to put it in. But the slug cat will be using the size in proportion to the creatures in this game. The slug cat will be like 5'10", which is the average adult male in the UK. So I'll just use that scaling system. And the first one I like to do is Leviathans. Now, Leviathans may seem dangerous, but I don't even think they'll be that bad, to be fair. I mean, when you think about it, they are just like giant whales. I mean, it's not like they have fucking lasers and have machine guns and can craft bombs or anything. I mean, they are literally just giant fish. So, yeah, sure, we'd have a megalodon in our hands, but, you know, they'd probably just go for other fish. You know, they wouldn't rarely go for humans. And I feel like, yeah, it'd be dangerous, and they can get pretty close to the shore and, like, you know, get away again. So, you know, they could get people at beaches and that. But I feel like the ocean life is so much more full of, like, you know, sharks and stuff and other creatures that they could eat. I think they just wouldn't target humans. They'd just target other creatures. And, you know, yeah, sure, they have, you know, really strong mechanical jaws and whatever, and, you know, they're huge power. And the thing is, they would probably disrupt the food cycle, because obviously they disrupt the, you know, the big creatures eat the smaller ones and all that, and, you know, the smaller creatures would overpopulate. But I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, we don't actually. I mean, obviously seafood is quite big, but it's not that massive. You know, we don't really need seafood to survive. I mean, obviously we still need algae to produce all the oxygen, but I mean, I don't think they'd be eating algae on such a large scale. And the only way you'd be able to really kill them was with deep sea subs, and I feel like there's not really much point. And I don't think them reproducing would be a problem at all, because I don't even think they could, because they're cybernetic, or, you know, robots basically, repurposed organisms. But yeah, for that reason, I'm only gonna give them like a 2. I wouldn't give them a 1, because, you know, they can still eat people and they probably could buy a ship or whatever. But I mean, other than that, they're just a 2, because they're really that much of a problem. Alright, now next one, interesting one that was recommended to me was Saint. Now, Saint is a literal fucking god. It is confirmed to be the triple affirmative. And, you know, as we all know, Pebbles is godlike in comparison. So let's say he's a god, and if Saint can fuck him over, then that means Saint outdoes Pebbles in that scenario. But yes, Saint is, you know, I mean, the only problem with Saint is not a murderer. The whole point of a Saint is they don't kill, and they're not supposed to kill. So it's a little bit confusing, really, to try and. But let's say, for the context of this video, Saint is a fucking cunt, right? And Saint wants to kill every last human as much as they can. In that sense, I feel like Saint is limited by, you know, obviously Saint only just learns how to use their power, I'm assuming. So, and also the player can use the instant kill across any of the screen. But I mean, I don't know if that's like, you know, canon, or if that's just because obviously it'd be pretty difficult to try and kill something off screen. So let's assume for this video that it can kill like anything that it can see. So even if it's 100 miles away, well, I mean, you can't really see 100 miles away, but let's say a mile away, Saint would be able to just like think about it and just instantly kill it. The only problem with Saint is it can't necessarily, like, it can't destroy bombs or anything. It can literally just kill you, like, with no cuts and no bruises, literally just straight kill you. But yeah, Saint is like pretty dangerous in that sense, and obviously Saint can fly. Saint could, I mean, we don't know if Saint can Saint can kill multiple things at the same time, anything that's in that sphere. So if Saint was in like an amphitheater amount of people, Saint could theoretically just kill every single one of them. And I mean, I don't know if it's because, I mean, obviously you can only kill one thing at a time, but that's just, I'm assuming that's the way how the game makes it more easy to use and less overpowered. But I'm assuming, you know, Saint probably could in this scenario just kill anything. So for that reason, I'm going to rate it a 6 out of 10. And yeah, 6 out of 10 for Saint. Alright, now the final one. The most powerful creature in the game. The most catastrophically dangerous to society in the game. And 20 of them at the same time, randomly put around every fresh water source. And that, of course, would be 5 Pebbles. Now, 5 Pebbles would be, I mean, I don't really know how to quite put this, but I mean, the world is over, right? I don't know how else I could make that sound. Just the world would end. All life would cease to exist. Everything would die. Everything that you see around you would just be like destroyed. And it may not be instantaneous, but once the atmosphere and environment is changed by the temperature change that 5 Pebbles induces, and you know, if you had 20 of them, you know, that could be a lot worse if you have 20 of them. And we already know Rainworld is naturally a very cold planet, but those iterators, they raise the temperature so much that it like actually makes it humid. And I mean, in Rainworld before, when there's no iterators, it's so cold you can literally freeze to death, like even if you're in quite a warm place. So taking that in mind, Earth would be not, I mean, I don't know if it would just be really humid, but it would be really, really hot, a lot hotter than it is now. And you know, the torrential rain every like 15 minutes. And we never really know how long the rain goes on for, but it's probably gonna be like 15 minutes both ways. But yeah, it's gonna be really, really catastrophic. You know, there's gonna be, you know, the rain will just be horrible. The rain would just kill everything. I mean, unless you're some sort of bird or something, there's not really much you can do. I mean, yeah, you know, it won't be they spawn on the planet and then the rain just starts. I mean, I don't know how long it would take for 5 Pebbles and his 20 other structures to just turn the entire planet's atmosphere. But, you know, it's not going to be very long, and the planet, they won't be able to take the entire planet. The only place I realistically think we could live is either in space, which no fucking chance. We can't go to Mars, no fucking chance. And we could probably live on the iterated structures, to be fair, because you go up there, and obviously we're assuming it's still one from the earliest version of 5 Pebbles that we see, and there's no inhabitants there, so all the cities are empty other than scavengers, and so we could take them out pretty quickly. Maybe the rich people of the world could live there, like, you know, the government would move to the metropolis cities. I mean, 5 Pebbles can't really do much down there. I think the only thing 5 Pebbles could realistically do is just like fuck over the environment and just destroy everything with bullet rain. I think that's the only thing 5 Pebbles could do. I mean, maybe he could create like biomet. I mean, I'm almost pretty much, I've never really seen this anywhere, but I'm pretty much sure vultures and that are like artificially engineered from like iterators to keep their walls clean and shit, make sure they're not overrunning with animals and shit. So maybe 5 Pebbles could make something like that. I mean, obviously 5 Pebbles also comes with a rot as well. So that could be funny, I suppose. And 5 Pebbles can like just throw rot everywhere if he wants to do that intentionally, I don't know. But yeah, for that reason, I rate 5 Pebbles 100 out of 10. Alright, that was the end of my video. I would like you to, because my idea is once I hit 1,000 subs, I make an IRL video. A Rainworld IRL video, so that's going to be sick, dude. And yeah, once I hit 1,000 subs, that's going to be my passion. And it'd be really nice if I was also earning a bit of money so I can tell my mum and dad I'm not a failure. Yay. And yeah, that's the end of the video. See you in the next one.